Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy almost Thanksgiving Sunday. As you can see, I got my tree in the back. I did that just for you. I'm Dr. Triphi. I'm a psychologist in Atlanta, Georgia. I talk about mental health. Part of my goal in talking about mental health, especially with people from my original part of the world. My original part of the world is the Caribbean. I was born in the Caribbean on the lovely island of Dominica. And as a psychologist, I practice in the state of Georgia. I want to be able to share some of what I do with people over here, with my people over there. What I mean by that is the Caribbean uh, does not have a legacy, so to speak, of mental health services. For a long time, I think even in Dominica, on the island that I grew up, I thought, man, we don't have mental health challenges like that. Yes, you might have a few people diagnosed with schizophrenia, but for the most part, we're fine. We don't stress. We have carnival, we have fun, we have beaches and mountains. Oh, we're not stressed out. But that's just wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking. Uh, I think that because we have a little bit of that mentality, plus the fact that culturally we don't like to share our business. Culturally, many of us were taught to keep our secrets close to our vest and to speak about your problems and your challenges only at home, almost because it might make you or the family seem weak, or as if something was wrong with your family if somebody was struggling with something. Yeah. And so we learn to be tough. We learn to put on a happy face. We learn to act as if we always had it together. Because we are human beings, though, that's impossible. That is impossible. So, my intention with Sit on the Couch with Dr. Triphi is to me sit on my couch and have somebody sit on their couch uh, and talk in a therapeutic way. And talk in a therapeutic way. I've invited Reverend Ramona Dinard on tonight, and she will tell us a little bit more about her. We're hoping that her audio is perfect by the time we get to her. She's been trying to get that working for us. If Ramona had come to me for a therapy session or a therapy uh, experience, the first thing I would do is conduct an initial assessment. And I would review things with her like her childhood, her parental experiences, her experiences as a child with her parents, with her siblings. I would ask her about her medical background, her history. Does she have any diagnoses that might be contributing to her mental health? I would ask her about substance use. Does she drink alcohol? Does she do any drugs? I would ask her about her educational background. I would ask her about her trauma history. I would ask her about her criminal history, as in, has she ever been arrested? And then I would ask her about her mental health history, her psychological history. Has she ever been to the hospital? So we're going to assume that I've done all of that because this is a public setting and we're not doing that kind of therapy tonight. Yeah. So we will start off as if we've already done that. Okay. So I'm going to invite Ramona to come in and let's see if she can see us and hear us. I can see her.
You can hear me?
I cannot hear her. I can see her, but we cannot hear her. We are not sure what is going on with her audio, but she will try again. She will try again to see if her audio will work for us tonight. I feel like we have little gremlins in the background when it comes to sit on the couch. Yeah, when it comes to sit on the couch. But one of my aims, as I was mentioning earlier, was to destigmatize mental health, to normalize mental health, seeking support for our mental health. Every year, we try our best to do our medical exam with our primary care physician. Often, though, we have no idea what's going on with our mental health. And even if we do, we minimize it, we downplay it, so we suffer in silence. Yeah, particularly people from brown and black cultures. So I really want to keep talking, not just with ministers. I've spoken with Curtis Abraham, who's an evangelist, and Ramona is a reverend, not just with ministers, but with you regular people. So I'm inviting you, if you want to process something with me, to send me a text, send me an email, and tell me, Doc, I've got something I want to talk about. I will talk with you and we'll kind of do a little assessment ourselves, and then we'll decide what we share together, okay? Because I think it's past time. I think it's way beyond time for us to utilize mental health support services in a more concerted way, in a more serious way. Okay? So let's try again to see if Ramona's volume is.
Anything?
It's not on. We're crossing our fingers and
No.
we're hoping to fly tonight.
Oh
See how
no.
pretty she looks? See how beautiful she looks? Yeah?
I
See how
don't
pretty she
understand.
looks? She's trying to get her audio to come on tonight. Oh, I thought I would do this and remind you guys as the holidays are coming, Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Go to Amazon and get yourself a copy of Powerball, or Do It Now, the workbook. I had somebody reach out to me recently to tell me that she's been using the exercises in Do It Now to help her manage her anxiety. These are great exercises. They're journaling opportunities. There are practical skills to help you manage depression, anxiety, to help you get your goals started, teach you how to write a good, smart goal. Mm? A lot of us have goals, we have ideas, but we just kind of keep it up here. It's kind of like all up in the air, and we're like, I'm struggling. I want to do this, I want to do that. But we have trouble zeroing in. Yeah. We have trouble zeroing in on actually how to get things completed. So the books are an excellent resource. We're going to try Ramona again. Rose, we're not sure what is happening to Ramona's audio tonight, but we will try. We're having technical difficulties. So Ramona is on the island of Antigua tonight, and it could be the Wi-Fi, it could be something that we don't know yet. We're trying to figure it out. But I was saying, if you came to me as a potential client, the first session, your therapist does a deep dive into your history. Why? Because what's happening to you right now could have started somewhere in childhood. Okay? And we want to know who you were raised with. What was that like for you? Did it feel good in your home? What For some people, even your birth order might impact what's happening with you right now. For example, if you were the first child, you might have had to look after, especially in the Caribbean, several of your siblings. So you would have become parentified. Yeah, many people in a way miss out on their childhood or their, the fun part of growing up, because you got to stay home. You've got to forget your fun activities you might have planned with your friends, and you've got to take care of your siblings. If you're a rational human being, that becomes overwhelming for a young person. And the young person might begin to think certain things about themselves, about their parents, about their siblings, that really, in a normal or typical uh, situation, you wouldn't have to deal with it. And so, what you might find is, as an adult now, you might be struggling with certain things, certain relationships. And a good therapist is going to dive into that to help you see what that might be about, if there are any connections. Yeah? So, as we wait for Ramona, we're playing it by ear tonight, y'all. Like I said before, I think there's a little moss in Dominica. A little moss is a little Good Friday egg that people believe, if you put that little egg under your armpit for a good 21 or 30 days, he's going to come out and he's going to give you whatever you want. However, if you're not careful with that moose might drive you insane. So I think we have a little moose messing with our audio tonight. I'm going to go ahead and stop and see if I can help Ramona sort it out. Okay, Rose? And we will come back on. Peace. All right? Thank you, Peto. I did my best with the trio. Y'all see that? It's looking good. I think I might add a few other little ornaments, but for the most part, it's done. All right, I'm going to try and see if I can help Ramona get her audio situated, and we'll come on in a minute.